Hi there. Happy Sunday to you on this muggy day. I think I did something to my camera again. It's not recording. Okay, that might be good. My husband tried to fix it for me. He did better than I did, but he's not home. My son's not home, which is a good thing for right now. Anyways, I hope I'm in frame. I'm sorry if I'm not. I'll redo the video. And I'll wait till they get home and they can help me because they're the geniuses around here. I'm not so much. I hope you're all doing good and I hope you're having fun making things. I've been working all week making another journal and some other things that I want to show you. Here is a little preview. Do 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 ooh, do do do, and some else. Another thing. Okay, and another thing. Okay, I'm going to show you all of these at the end of my flip through and tell you what they're all about, and hopefully you'll enjoy them. Okay. So I think I'm in frame. So this is a video, or a, video. This is, I think I better go up, okay. This is a journal that's about, I didn't bring my ruler. I think it's about 7 inches tall by 6 inches wide. I'm not sure. But anyways, this is one of those collages I did on a paper doily. And then I put it on a journal. After I finished making the journal, I always do that because I like to keep things fresh. This was already made, so I knew what I wanted to do. So I went along and did the journal. This is tied up with some pretty light pink lace that will come with the journal. And you can see here these fabric roses. They're organza, actually, or maybe they're chiffon. Yeah, they're chiffon roses that I took off of a little girl's dress from Goodwill. The other things I have purchased and added to here. The appliques on this cover are from a wedding gown. And on the back, I didn't do the whole back because I thought it looked good, you know, just like that. And the binding is very secure. I've secured everything. And with double wax thread so that it is easy to move through the journal. And I've also reinforced the paper pages that they're sewn through. So let's just get started. It's a big one, another chunky one, and here we go. So inside, these are the first 2 pages. I did a little bit of, put this on a flip out, and I was going to make a pocket, and I forgot to put a tag in there. But here's a couple of tags and some paper to write on, and this is the cover, inside cover. It says Little Sweetheart. It's a song cover, I'm sure. And some nice trim. And then over here, I made this lady, and she is chipboard, so she's not going to wrinkle or crunch up or anything else like that. And I made her into a tuck spot, and so she's going to stay there permanently. And I've added an applique flower here off of an applique, put a pink bead in there, and some floral lace with some pretty centers. And also, I had this necklace that had flowers and leaves. I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not, but these are leaves, and the flowers were roses, but they were too fragile to, let's say, not fragile. They weren't that old. They were too they weren't made well enough to last on something. So I put the leaves in because they were cool, and a bead, so that it kind of looks like a rose. And then I put some of my own flourishes from my die cutting machine there. And in here is a pocket, and I have added this is the tag, and it's a pretty big tag, so you got a lot of writing space there. And I stamped this tag, and this is a tuck spot, like I said. And then over here is the next page, and I put this is a decorated bobby pin, and it's not glued in. I just put it in through the bobby pin, and it's easily to be removed if you don't like it. You know, I thought it was pretty there. So, and then I put some trim here, and this says smell the roses. And you open it, and here's some journaling space, and here are a couple of tags. I first loaded this with a ton of tags, and I just couldn't even get it closed. So I said, I can't do that. I'm going to have to take some of the tags out. And this is a pretty piece here. This is a flip out so that you can write here. And then here is, you lift this up, a little writing space. And here's another of the beads with the leaves. I love those leaves, and it just looks like a little rosebud. So I put a little rosebud there, and these are metallic type labels. They are not metallic. And then when we get to this page, these are the two pages. This girl, this picture there, and I have another with the pink with the leaves, so that looks really cute. And I added a little kitty cat because a lot of people like cats, and you know, so I did that. I like the cats too. And then this is an envelope, and you open it up, and there is a pocket here. So I have some tags in there. And then in here, of course, it's a envelope, so I put some writing papers in there, decorated. And they easily slide in there, except when I'm doing it. And then here is a lift up, a flip out, and here's a place for writing. And here is a tag I made for whatever to write on. And then over here is a pocket, and I've added some tags here. So that closes up. And then over here, if you remember, I made some collages. I collaged these pieces together, appliques and lace and so on. So that's at the end of this page. So this is a tuck spot, and I just gave you some writing paper here, and it's the same as this, so it's kind of like incognito. And this says home is where the heart is. I stamped that and just put a tag in there just so you know you can put things there. And then we come to these two pages, and this is one of my favorite images, this woman here. I use her a lot, and so I decided to put her in here with some wedding gown applique and some pretty trim here. And you open it up, and you've got this little lady here, and this flips over, and a picture of a dress in Paris, a Paris store, some journaling room, and then I stamped some tags here, just the one with the dress, and then added that, and I inked them so they look vintage. You can put your name there. And over here, this is a window. I saw somebody do this, and I thought it was so cute. They didn't put anything on top like I did, and they didn't do all the lace, because I like lace. But I did. And I decided I wanted to put a little, I tried to put it underneath, and you just couldn't see it. It just looked like color. And I thought, well, that's a waste of an image. So you can still see through the lace, and underneath is a page that you can write on. And it has the matching trim here, as well as here, and then this is some applique. So that's what I did with that. And then we go over here, and here's another kitty cat. But first of all, this is tucked into this little, there's a little green, like, you know, spot there, paper that you will tuck this into. So you untuck it and open it, and you can journal, journal, journal. And if you wanted to put more pockets on the things, the flip outs, you could do that. So, and it just pops right back into there, and there's applique. Here's part of a crochet doily and some beads that I thought matched nicely for a little decoration. And then over here we have the kitty cat, and I made the exact kitty into a charm, and you can pull her out of this pocket. She has a cute little hat on, and what I did in the back is I made a little place where you can write, and you can write on there. You can leave a little note for yourself or for somebody else or whatever, and there you have the matching kitty. And then I have my trim and a rose, and this says enjoy. I believe that's a dollar store sticker. And so then we go to this page. This is the center of the journal. I have discovered washi tape this week. I've had washi tape for a long time, and I've never used it. I don't know what that was, but anyways, I've never used it, and so finally I saw somebody using it on YouTube, and I thought, what the heck, why haven't I used this before? So I kind of went washi tape crazy, but there it is in the middle. And then you have this pocket. It says trust your path, and a little note here, or a little woman here, and then this is a pocket. But over here, this swings out, is a flip out, and it says this journal belongs to. You can write there, and then I've added a tag, and a little saying there. And on this side you can have, it's still, you can use the pocket one way and one the other way. And then there's a little pocket right here, so for these kind of things. So I thought that was pretty neat. I really like that. It gives you a lot of journaling room. Plus you still get the pockets, and you've got the pockets that are stable over here. So we continue on, and we've got these two pages. Now this bow is from Ooh La La Vintage Treasures. She has some new graphics out in her Etsy shop. You can look her up. And she had just come out with these bows, and I just loved them, so I had to have one. And also this is her pocket, and this is music paper that she puts out, and I have a lot more of it, like in the next page. I love this pink music paper that she did. I could use it for everything. I just really love it. So, but anyways, over here that's a tuck spot, and here's place for journaling. And then I did some stamping. This says Trading Company and Mercantile. So this is a Lorna Taylor stamp, I believe, Tailor Made Journals. And over here is pull out, or flip out, more place to journal, and a couple of tags, and more of Doreen's Ooh La La Vintage bows. And I just stamped a couple of tags there for you. And like I said, this is her pocket, and that's some of her music paper. And then I just decorated up a little dress and put that behind the pocket. I mean, pockets and clothes, they go together, right? Oh, and up here is a top loading pocket, and I made this tag for you to go in there. I'm not going to try to shove that back in there. I have to do that nice and easy. All right, so then we get over to here, and this is kind of like a writing page. So I made a charm out of this little graphic here of an envelope, and then I took this graphic, cut it out, and this is a tuck spot, and this is a flip out, so you can write on these notes and write on this. Open it up, and it just is decorated. But over here is a place where you could put a picture, or you could write more on here, whatever you want to do. So there's that. And then there's this. I love this too. It's the little things, and I popped that out, and I made a window. Let me show you. Let me take this out. Okay, so this is kind of like a little cutout, and here is the swing, and I popped that out from graphics, the swing and the flowers. And you open it up, and there's a pocket here. And what I did was I liked the blue stripe showing through the window, so I stamped a lady on the back of a tag. And then this is a little house, and on the back there's a pocket for a tag, and I just put a little rose tag in there. And then you've got all this journaling room, and you've got pretty flowers and ruffle, applique, you've got a lot of trim here, and a lot of trim here, and trim, very pretty. And music sheets, okay. And then here, this is a piece of lace that I cut apart, and I used this as I Velcroed this because it was just like kind of sticking up in the air and looked kind of stupid. But this is a pansy I took off of an old doily. I've got a bunch of them, and I've wanted to use it forever, and this seemed like a really good place. And this is just, this does not open. This is a tuck spot, and so I tucked in a cut apart from a paper collection that I have, and there. And then over here we have some, let's see, a tag that there has a little kitty on it. This is a pocket right here, and I put a button with some of my die cut flourish. And then this is a pocket. This is just a pocket here, and I put a pretty rose there and some wedding gown applique, and then I made this tag to go in there. I will also be sending extra tags that I could not fit in here. And then here we have, this is an envelope that you can open up, and you can journal all the way from the top to the bottom. And it just closes up like this, and you just put that behind there, and it closes very easily. And then here is an envelope, and you flip it over, and here's another collage that I made with some scraps and some tags. And I made a couple of house tags. Well, there's a pretty little girl behind there. I made some house tags. This is Pixie Dust graphics. Yeah, Pixie Dust Files, I think is the name. I have recently found her store, and I just love everything she has in it. So I've been buying it all, you know. This is not, these are not from her, but the houses are from her. And I just continued on to add different things. This one has a tag, this one does not. And these are from different graphics. And I can't remember who they're from, but they're nice. And then over here, I cut this into chipboard so that you have, okay, I don't know why I don't have something in there. Let's just put, you have a tuck spot there. So you can tuck something in there, a note. And then in here I put some paper and a tag, yeah, that was right, gratitude tag, Pixie Dust Files. Most of everything in here is Pixie Dust Files. I really, really like their graphics. This envelope is Pixie Dust Files. Okay, and then over here, the other side of the envelope, this flap is glued down, and it says this is Pixie Dust Files as well. Summer Roses in the Heart Ballad, whatever that means, but that's what it is. Okay, so I gave you some of Ooh La La vintage music paper that I love as something you can write on the other side, and a pretty little girl here. And so for the last page, I made a scrappy pad. Let's see. And I did a collage down here. So that's just on the top of it, decorated. And then I put a lot of the offcuts from my desk as I was making the journal. And I had a lot of them, so I put them in there. And then here I glued a bag, and I put it sideways. I stamped it, and I added a tag, so if you wanted to put a pretty picture there in the frame, or if you just wanted to write dates or whatever, you've got that right there. And you can actually see how that frames the Boutique Vintage, which I think that's Christina Hill's stamps. Then I don't think that's tailor-made journals. But anyways, it doesn't matter right now. So this is available in my Etsy shop, And you can see all of the trim on the bottom. I think you can. It's full. And all the details will be in my Etsy shop. Okay, now for a little bit of coffee. I don't know if you've ever had Friendly's coffee. By Friendly's, I buy it from Amazon all the time. Oh my goodness. It's so good. It's such a treat. Let me move this out of the way because I'm going to bring some other things in here. Don't want that in the way. Okay, so let's get back to what I was showing you here. Let me see if I can get the camera to show you all of these roses here. Probably spill them all out. Okay, but that's what they are, and they are lace holders or ribbon holders, whatever you want to call them. So here we have, here's a boot. Now, I'm going to be selling these. I am selling these in my shop, but here's the thing. There won't be any lace on them. I just wrapped the lace on here to show you what they look like with lace around them. I have five of them in a group. 5 per group. So every purchase you make, you get 5. And I just want to show you each one individually what they look like with their trim on them, and then take the trim off and show you what they look like without trim. So you see this one. So I don't have to undo this one. But I love this. A roller skate. Can you believe it? An old-fashioned roller skate. And what I put around here was some dyed muslin, coffee dyed, and then I stamped a mannequin all the way around. And then I put a rusty pin here with some coffee dyed lace. Now this is not for decoration. This is for you to use in your craft room so that you can wrap your maybe torn ribbon. I know a lot of people, this is 2 inches wide, but you could even make it wider, or you can put several. Is that cool or not? Isn't that cool? And it's chipboard. And so it's very durable. It will take the weight, and they're double-sided. And I've inked it up to antique it. And this is one that's in the group. So we've got 2 here now in the group. And then this one. See how it looks with the trim on it. Okay. Let's undo the trim. This is crochet trim. And look how pretty. I just love that. That's so cool. And double-sided. Alright, and then we have an ice skate. And I love watching ice skaters. My family thinks I'm nuts because every time ice skating is on, I have got to watch it. But see how pretty you can decorate these up with your trims. They look so nice. So there's the ice skate. Okay, so far we have these 4. And I just love them. And here's the last one, and I actually put a bead on here just to spice it up a little bit on the pin. Let's get it off. Okay. And this is just crocheted trim that I have. And these are not my graphics. You can buy these graphics on Etsy. And this is the last one. It comes like that. So here we go. Here's all 5 of them. And they look so cool, all, you know, wound up with trim on them like that. So those, I'm only going to make a certain amount of them because they do take a lot of time. And they are made out of chipboard, so it takes a lot of time mostly. And then I have this other 5 of women that I'm making. There will be no trim on them. But this one, I wanted to put the trim on to show you how cute that looks when you put trim on it like that. I love that. I love having that sit, you know, in my box. I'll show you my box in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to unravel it. And all she is a mannequin. But she's made out of chipboard, and you wrap your lace around her. Then you get this one. Okay, these are all in one grouping. They're all 6 inches tall. Oh, and this is a vintage bride, which I love. And let me take her apart. Okay, she's almost done here. And there she is. You got plenty of space on all of these. I put 2 and 3 trims on here a lot of times. I have a ton of these. I have a whole bunch of different designs. And I'm going to show you mine. Get all this out of here if I can. I'll show you my box. I have all kinds in my, this is just one box. I've got all kinds of designs, and I will be working on them and offering them without trim. Some of the cutest ones I think are the kittens, but I also have other little girls. They're not up for sale right now, but they will be. And I've got a lot of trim on here, and I have pretty bluebirds. I have teddy bears with dresses on, and this little girl, she's adorable. And they're all double-sided, so let me see. I have a kitty cat. They're not up for sale right now. And I also have the kitty cat double-sided. And what I do with them is I stagger them. I don't know, so you can see, so that I can see in different places in the box that they're in. And when I go to my trims, they're just so fun to look at and so cute to get out. I enjoy them very, very much. I mean, we get all kinds of tools and stuff to make things. Why not enjoy what we have? So I love graphics. I love playing with my machine. And I love getting these things out. So that's what I do. See, I've got like 3 on her, 3 on her. And there's so much. This one is Maud Humphrey, little girl. And I've got pink lace on her, pink chiffon, and then an applique. So I know I've got those 3 things to choose from when I'm working. And I have this. I just love going through my lace. This is the mannequin that I showed you over here. I use this one quite a bit. And I've got more. Oh, this one's coming apart. That's what happens because I get used and then I have to wrap them all up again. Here's more. See how much trim? There's a lot on there. You can do a lot with these. And so I do. I love them. And I'm glad to show them to you. And these will be coming up, you know, every now and then. Like I said. So these are my favorite though, and you can get the most out of these because they're really big, but they're not up for sale right now. So what is up for sale are the boots. I love, love, love these. I love that roller skate. I mean, can you imagine? Now, you can mix and match. If you want 4 roller skates and 1 of ice skate, or you want 3 of these, you know, and 1 of these, whatever. If you want to mix and match, you are welcome to do so. Just message me on my Etsy, in my Etsy shop. And what I think I'll do is I'll number them, and that way you can tell me, well, I'd like 3 of number 2 and 2 of number whatever. You know what I mean? So I will also be happy to mix these up for you. Now I don't know where the other one went, but it's the mannequin. I think I probably, oh, there it is. There's the mannequin. So, I had me a play. I'm playing with a bunch of stuff. Maybe not with a full deck, but I'm playing. Anyways, thank you for stopping by. And I hope you will check out my Etsy shop. And I will see you again soon. Have a great week.